Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Just Saying Football with Jack and Sean. I'm your host, Sean Gann, alongside my partner, Jack McNicholas. We're here to bring you news, notes, weekly updates, and game analysis of your favorite teams from around the league. If you haven't had the chance, go check out our website, justsayingfootball.com, and follow us on Instagram at JustSayingNoGWJS for article and video updates. Jack, we made it. It's the first week of football. Thursday night football is just 2 days away. The long-awaited wait for the football season is here. Fans are coming back to the stadiums. This is very exciting. But just a quick reminder, some places are going to be requiring vaccination cards or a negative test within 72 hours on game day. Seattle, Las Vegas, and New Orleans. But hopefully no interference this season from any COVID outbreaks, man. And we just get a nice long 18-week regular season for the first time ever.
Oh my God. And we've been talking about it forever. Like, what if they add an extra game? Well, now we finally get that. And it all changes. Like, you get that extra week of hype and like football. And we started off like with this one, which is going to be insane. We got some sick matchups this week, but this first matchup we're going to be talking about is a pretty powerhouse matchup. Not only, the star-studded power of Tom Brady and the champs and Buccaneers, but, the Cowboys, the amount of eyes that are going to be out on this game, on Thursday. I am so excited. We got some crazy players to talk about.
Oh, no, absolutely. Let's just start right off the bat with Cowboys players that we got to circle. Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
He's healthy. He's ready. The shoulder's good. The ankle's good. He's a full go for week one. He's working with a great offense. There's going to be no Zach Martin. He's on the reserve COVID list.
Big hit.
They will not have him. Lael Collins has also had a neck stinger the last couple of weeks. He did make it to practice this week, so that is a huge positive sign. They are potentially out without their best offensive player, though. But CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, that doesn't sound too bad for a success for an offense.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like fantasy gold, but not in this matchup. I think that these guys are going to be tough. Like you said, this is going to be a star-studded matchup for them. You got Zeke, who's going to have to run the ball against this tough front seven in Tampa. You got some star-studded guys we'll talk about on there. But, Zeke, this is going to be a big game for him. I want to see him start the season well. I want to see him, be that power running back we've seen the last couple of years, him dominating the league, getting big carries. It's going to be a tough defense to do it against, as I said. But, hopefully that passing game opens it up, man, with like the guys you said.
Yeah, honestly, it should. Look, Zeke struggled last year in the run game, that's for sure. Only had 3 carries of 20 yards or more. That's uncanny of him. We've seen him break off for so many long ones, even dating back to his Ohio State years. But flipping on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, they're defending they're the defending champions, which is insane. Tom Brady, his first year there, did so well. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they're fully healthy. Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette is back. They pretty much re-signed the entire Super Bowl winning team, including their defense, and they're back and healthy. And honestly, I'm looking at that Zach Martin offensive lineman being out for the Cowboys. I would be a little worried for the Cowboys offense at the start. I know we're talking a lot about them. That is arguably the best front seven in all of the NFL right there. And they're coming at Dak Prescott, we have not seen thrown since week 4 of 2020. It's been a long time since he's played any football at the full pace that the NFL is at. He saw no preseason action this year. It's going to be interesting. And that could be something that hinders him and maybe takes this offense a second to really start to get going on full cylinders. And that could work to Tampa Bay's advantage.
Yeah, it really can. I mean, it's going to be about a lot of things here, but Dallas's offense and Tampa's defense is the matchup to watch. It's a tough thing to, watch as a quarterback like Dak have such a season he was having last year and go down. But like you said, he hasn't played football in 10 months. I'm expecting a big season out of Dak, but this is a really tough matchup to draw out the gate. I do really want to see, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup start tearing it up, because the one part of Tampa's defense that can be exposed is really their secondary. And we saw it last year that teams had to beat them in, heavy running and getting deep passes out of there. And, I think that they can definitely do this. But like you mentioned, that offense in Tampa Bay, they have a way easier matchup here in the defense of the Cowboys. And, they can kind of go anywhere. Tom Brady is the best facilitator the game's ever seen. He's able to space everybody out. All those guys, like you mentioned, finally healthy. How many times last year did we see, Godwin with Mike Evans for a couple of quarters, and then Evans was out, or Godwin was out for a couple of games. Antonio Brown didn't play the full season last year. I think this is going to really be a time for them to finally mesh, which we finally got to see that in the playoffs. And this is going to be so exciting. I think Tom Brady, year 2, him and Bruce Arians, there's not going to be any more back and forth. There's not going to be, is Tom running the offense or is Bruce? Tom is absolutely running this offense, and he's going to run it in the best way possible. I think with the running backs, that's going to be the one thing. If the Cowboys can shut the running game down of Tampa and really use the running advantage themselves, control the clock, that's going to be their best advantage to take this game. But it's going to be tough. I really like Tampa in this game. Even though they're not the home team, on the week 1, the champion, it's hard to go against them, especially when they're re-signing all 22 starters on both sides.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa in this game for sure. I just think they're going to have the advantage. I think the unsung heroes of this game are going to be the fans, like we said at the very beginning. Fans are back at the stadiums. We have not seen that all year. Yeah. It's a very different environment. You could feel it even in just the broadcasting and watching it on television.
Absolutely.
Players' first game back, going to get those first week jitters, I think, with the fans coming back. I think it's going to be really helpful for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get their team going, and also make the Cowboys a little bit nervous. Got to lean with the Buccaneers in this one.
Yeah. I think this is a great matchup to kick it off, because we could absolutely see, Dak Prescott, completely healthy, completely fine, ready to go, like he said he was a couple of days ago in training camp, and utilize all these receivers. CeeDee Lamb is poised for a breakout. Amari Cooper is trying to prove himself as one of the best receivers. They could have a shootout on both sides here. Like we mentioned, the defensive matchup could be tough, but expect this to be a high-scoring game in my eyes, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cowboys defense still kind of weak. Didn't really get to address all of that. You feel like in the first season, or the first offseason, felt like with Mike McCarthy. And it's, I think, going to be difficult to slow down this offense as a whole in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that's all the time that we have. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I always appreciate you guys always watching. Get ready for some great content this season. We got a lot of shows coming out during the weeks before the games. Check us out, YouTube at Just Saying Football, justsayingfootball.com for all the videos as well. And check us out for all the updates on Instagram, Just Saying No GWJS. Thank you.
Thank you.